Everyone says you're stuck, but you're not stuck. You're looping. You rise, you forget, you spiral, and then you call it failure. What if it isn't failure at all? What if your nervous system just never got the memo that you're safe now? Who do you become when peace feels foreign? I remember the first time I realized I wasn't broken. I was just trained to brace for impact, even in seasons of blessing, trained to prepare for loss right in the middle of gain. I would pray, journal, script every detail of the life I wanted. I would use my imagination and recall the highest dream I can dream. I put together a fierce storyboard, and I had all the things that I wanted: moving to California, owning a home, having a husband. I had everything on these vision boards. And then sabotage, the stillness that followed. Because silence felt like absence. It felt like punishment, or that I was doing something wrong. It always felt like I was being abandoned by God. It felt like I couldn't get it right. I always felt off afterwards. But silence didn't mean I was weak or wrong or off track. I used to think faith was about pushing harder. But I was mistaking adrenaline for anointing, progress for presence. And every time I hit a new level, my body would panic as if peace was a trap. When your life finally slows down, do you call it peace or danger? Are you looking around the corner to see what's coming next? Are you afraid to have good things come your way because you feel like what could go wrong will go wrong? Soon as you get a little piece of money, then your car breaks down. You're always looking for the bottom to fall out. How do you call that time in your life? They told us to manifest, to affirm, to visualize, to name it and claim it. You have not because you ask not. You need to get in alignment. But no one taught the body how to actually believe it. They tell you to dream big, but they don't tell you how to let your body hold that truth. So the mind evolves, but the body stays in survival mode. It's like downloading a new system into old hardware. The update keeps crashing. That's why you rise, then you forget. Your spirit remembers, but your cells are still holding their breath. They don't believe you. I keep wondering why every good thing felt temporary. Why I'd pray for open doors, then get dizzy when they actually opened. I would be shocked when good things happened to me, even though I was saying I was deserving and worthy and I was more than enough and I was favored. Because the nervous system doesn't care about destiny. It cares about safety. And until your safety feels like home, you'll keep circling the same hallway and calling it growth. I used to use this analogy of me being in a rocking chair. I had all this movement and I would move faster, quicker, harder, but I wasn't going anywhere. And I would look up and I would blame my circumstances. I would blame people. I would blame God. I would blame everybody because I was doing the work. They tell me to 10x it. They tell me I need to grind harder. They tell me, you need to pray harder. You need to do all these actionable things. And I was doing the things to the best of my ability. I was losing sleep. I was performing. But I was still going nowhere. I still was not fully obtaining those deep dreams, those goals, those desires that no one knew about. On the outside, I looked like I had it all together, but on the inside, I was frustrated. I was furious. Because my body did not know what safety was. The remembering process, it begins when you stop trying to heal what was never harmed and start teaching the body what truth feels like. You don't need another high vibe rush. You don't need to keep chasing these emotional highs. And then you feel so low the next day. You need repetition and safety. You need to prove to your body what safety actually feels like. You need to show your body that calm is not collapse. Calm is not weakness. Calm does not mean failure or that you are off track. That rest is not regression. It is part of the process. It is part of who you are. We as humans, we weren't made to grind 24/7, 7 days a week. We are not built for that. But society will tell you, you're not doing enough. But rest is part of it. This is why motivation fades, because motivation runs on cortisol, while memory runs on peace. You don't need motivation, my dear. You need memory. What would change if your body finally believed you're safe to succeed? You're safe to live out loud as your most authentic self. You're safe to have the audacity to be free. that you're safe to live your dream life. You're safe to live in your purpose. You're safe to be seen. You're safe to be sovereign. You're safe to be divine. What would change? I remember one morning, I had finally achieved what I prayed for. The apartment, the view, the money, the man, the peace, the health. And yet, I felt anxious for no reason at all. Then I realized I was waiting for the fall. I was waiting for the bottom to fall out. I was waiting for what was around the corner. I couldn't allow myself to just be. Because my nervous system only recognized chaos as confirmation. Chaos was so familiar, it was like a security blanket. Chaos felt so safe to me. And I didn't even know that had happened to me over the years. And if you would have asked me during that time, I wouldn't have agreed to that. I would have been like, no. But hindsight is always 20/20. Now I know. I was wearing chaos because my body didn't know anything else, and anything outside of chaos was foreign, and it felt wrong. So I started whispering to my body, you're safe. We're not in the old house anymore. I would tell the old guard, you can rest. I placed my hand over my heart until it caught the rhythm, until calm didn't feel like a cliff anymore, until like I truly felt like I was deserving, worthy, and truly was enough. Not just by saying it, not just in name, not hoping one day it would fit, but when it truly felt real. Because see, you can say all the affirmations all you want, you can name it and claim it all you want, but your body knows the truth. You can't lie to your body. I'll prove it to you. If you close your eyes right now and you think of the highest dream that you dream, your highest goal, the greatest desire that you want, immediately did you feel your chest tighten? Was there a knot in your stomach? Did your feet feel on fire? Any kind of tension in your body? When you say those goals, when you think of those dreams, because that's what's truly in your body. That's what you truly believe, not what you say with your mouth and not what you say with your thoughts. That tightness of your chest, that's what you truly believe that you are worthy of and deserving of. So you have to get them two to connect. What your brain thinks and what your body knows and what your spirit knows. This is when you'll know peace has arrived and it's here to stay. Imagine walking up a spiral staircase blindfolded. You think you're going in circles, but each rotation is higher than the last. This is how remembrance works. You're not repeating, you're reinforcing. Each time you come back to yourself, the memory roots deeper. Healing built the staircase. Remembrance teach you how to climb it without fear. When the lessons repeat, do you recognize the higher floor you're on? Or do you keep calling it failure? So if you keep forgetting who you are, you're not regressing, my dear. You're recalibrating. Every spiral back is a chance to rise with more evidence that you were never lost. You simply were remembering at a deeper octave. You don't need more effort. You don't need more proof. You need to remind your body of what your soul already knows. So, let's take a breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Right here. Let this be the moment your body gets the memo. And if this resonated within you, subscribe and sit with me for the next soul fire. And for the days when your mind is loud but your spirit is quiet, there's a soundscape waiting for you. It's the same message without the words.